Well, I am finding myself going right back down this rabbit hole of watching lock videos. And for those of you who don't know, I locked my hair back in July, on July 4th to be exact, July 4th of 2024. So it's been about 7 months. I have 272 locks, and I have done this DIY lock journey. I truly can say that I'm loving it. Like 1000%, hands down, I am loving this journey. But I'm going down this rabbit hole again because I've only locked my hair 3 times in 7 months, 3 times. The first 2 times I did it using my fingers. And the last time I did it, I used a tool in order to lock my hair. What I can say is using my fingers the first 2 times was, for me, crucial because there was so much slippage. And I was just like, there's no way this is hair growth. It has to be slippage. And so I found myself using my fingers easier than using the tool because it seemed like it just took so long to just keep, like at some point I might have done the retie or whatever they call it. I don't even know the terminology, but I might have gone around that, 12, 3, 6, 9, retie, 4 corners. What do they call it? Whatever it is. I could have done that sometimes 3 times on one lock because so much slippage. So me using my fingers the first 2 times was wonderful for me. And then this last time, by the time I actually used the tool, I actually had, it felt like it was locking at some point at the base. But if I had to be honest, because I did not know what I was doing, I'm thinking, oh, this is tight. This is good. This is good. Some of them were too tight. Some of them were too tight. Now, I didn't figure this out until the day after, or even sometimes hours later. It took me basically 2 days, took me a whole weekend to retie my hair because I kept stopping and starting, stopping and starting. But when I realized on this side that, you know what, this is hurting, because I basically did one side one day and the other side the other day. And I realized by that next day, this was too tight. And I loosened up a little bit. If I saw that, going around and retying it one cycle during the 4 corner, I was really trying on this side to do at least two more turns. But if I saw one turn was enough on this side, I kind of stopped because I felt the tension on my left side. I'm saying this all to say that I have I have interlocked quite a few of my locks because I can't see in the back and I don't have a traditional grid. I'm not upset with that. I love how I have managed to even maintain the little part system that I do have, but in maintaining it and in locking my hair my own self, yeah, I have some locks that I know eventually I'm going to have to tie together. And I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with that. I want small locks. I don't want the big chunky ones. I think that they look beautiful on many people who desire to wear them. It's not my vibe. I am watching these videos, and when it all boils down to it, it's either I'm going to break where the hair is and let it be, or interlock the hair eventually and make it one lock. Okay. So I've broken some of them already, and I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy that I have gone through and seen that, oh, it is now interlocked together, and I can't just, sometimes I can break it, and that's fine. And then other times I can't. And so I've told myself at this point, I have to, if I keep on my schedule, I will be having to retie my hair in March. And I'm okay with that. I have a concert I'm going to, so I want to make sure it's done before then. But I just don't know if I'm really interested right now in continuing to break. I just want to see what will it look like as it continues to grow out. And yeah, that's where I am. But it's hard. It's really hard because if I am like putting oil in my hair, just, maintaining my hair, and I find where, this right here, or I'm trying to see if I can find one. Like, see, there's one right here. I haven't interlocked this. This is not interlocked. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. I don't know if you can see. It's not interlocked, but normally this is what I'll do. I hope you heard that. And right here, that's what I've been doing. I've just kind of been breaking it at the base because I don't know how, like, see, it's this piece right here. Like, I don't know where it came from and why it's there. So I'm going to take this piece through it, and I'm probably going to mess it up by doing that. Yeah, I probably messed it up. I probably messed up my hair by doing that. And so eventually with this, I'm going to have to make a decision. Do I keep it when it's time to retie, or do I put it together and just let it start growing at the base, and it's going to have basically two heads? And I'm almost certain.
It was at this time she realized she had no idea what she was going to do and what she was truly doing with her hair.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not certain. That's just it. I'm not certain. I'm not certain at what I'm going to do, what I want to do. I keep saying in my head, if you go ahead and break it now, while it's this short, it will just eventually grow into whatever lock it's supposed to grow into. But then another side says, well, if you keep on accidentally interlocking, you're going to keep doing that. So I don't know. I am really at a crossroad because I don't necessarily get to see. So if I had a loctician, they could see it. But then, I'm listening to all these people who do have locticians, and they're not necessarily happy. They're not happy with their locticians currently because of the breakage, because the lock is too tight, or they are feeling like their loctician is not really paying attention to their scalp and seeing that there's some hair follicles that are just everywhere. Like one YouTuber was talking about how, why is there so much hair growth in between the parts? Again, I don't mind that, but I think that is also where the interlocking is coming from. It's because I don't have a true grid that's being maintained. And that when you look at my hair, you don't necessarily see the grid. Now you do when I did that fresh retie. Oh, that fresh retie showed all the goodness of whatever grid I was trying. But as it continues to grow out, you see, of course, all the hair in between. You see all the hair in between the parts. So where does that hair go? I think that is what is interlocking and finding its way so woven into another lock that I'm like, maybe I didn't actually interlock it. It's just as the hair is growing, it is now locking with that lock. I don't know. I feel like I'm babbling because I'm not frustrated, but I'm concerned that if I don't get a handle on this prior to my first year of being locked, what is it going to look like? So I need to make a decision. Do I go somewhere to a professional and see if they can give me a more permanent grid, or do I just let it be? Do I maintain what I've been doing and just start them to where they're going to interlock And eventually, like the one I picked up, this is not it, and eventually I'm going to have to take that tool and like stick it all through and mend it all together. Do I do that? I'm so early still in my lock journey. I feel that I can make some decisions, because as you can see, my hair is not locked at the ends. It's still very, very, very loose. I do have some locks coming in at the base, and I'm happy about that. And when I tell you the back is locking. The back is locking. I mean, but that's also where the worst part of my interlocking, it's the worst part of where I did not part properly, and the worst part of where I think I've got like a lot of interlocking. Yeah. I just broke one and I just broke another one. I keep breaking them. I said I'm not, but I keep breaking them because I'm afraid if I don't do it now, I may have a big old matted head. So I have some decisions to make on how I'm going to move forward with my DIY lock journey. Do I break down and have someone help me? Do I just let my locks be? Do I try my best to just let it grow out and see what happens, and just start not interlocking, but combining some of the locks in due time? I don't know, but I'm still enjoying the lock journey. I do not have any regrets. I don't have any desire to comb this out. I mean, if I wanted to, this would be a grand time to do it. But I love this. I love the look. I love the feel. I love the ability to get up and go and not have to fuss over my hair. I love the fact that my products are minimum. I just made this oil for my hair where I used, I'm not even going to say it because, hell, I don't even remember all the oils. But I used this oil, and I made up this oil to go in my hair, and it smells divine. And that's just where I am. I am just trying my best to continue to DIY as much as I possibly can so that I can truly get to know my hair like this. Now, I knew my hair when I was a loose natural. I am learning my hair now as a locked girly. I am truly learning this. And at first I kept saying, oh my goodness, this is going to be so dry. But with this oil that I made for my hair, not at all. I'm like, I don't like the crunchiness of it. And sometimes in the morning after I pull off my bonnet, it just, however it laid, that's how it stayed, But when I get up and I finally start spraying it and spritzing it and putting the rose water on it and just regular H2O, then it finds its groove. And then I, massage some oil in it. And I really think that, if I could say so myself, I think I've done a great job. My biggest thing right now is I love these little things in my hair. And I'm trying not to, go overboard. I'm calling this my little signature look, where I just keep the two, shells down here. And then, I have one here as well. But, and then I just kind of dress it up with the other jewels. I love the jewels in my hair. And I plan on buying some more and placing them in there. And these are easily removable. I remove them when I get ready to interlock. So it's nothing that is permanent, thank God. But I just wanted to give you all my latest update on my lock journey and how it's beautiful, but I'm gonna have to make some decisions real soon and see if this indeed is going to be the way that I allow this to grow out of my head. If I'm going to take more of control or let it be. This is Vita with Life Her Way. Thank you guys for continuing to joining me on this journey of loving me more. All right, guys. Bye, y'all.